Hey guys, it's the Doctor here, and today we are doing our very first LEGO Star Wars 2012 set, and it is the one that I've been wanting to pick up. It is the Droid Escape. Set 9490, 137 pieces, retails for around $20 US. We have two really cool looking new Sand Troopers, as well as a new printed C-3PO, so really excited about that. As you can see, it has Darth Maul for the 2012 box. And on the back it shows the Sand Trooper and his speeder bike, as well as the escape pod, which is the main piece of this set. You get a lot of cool minifigures, and the escape pod is from the Tantive. Of course, this is the very first major scene of Star Wars. It introduces the droids to Luke. Very iconic piece. Of course, this is a remake, so hopefully it does it justice. Let's go ahead and build this really cool set and look at the minifigures. Here's the first stormtrooper we get. It is actually the Sand Trooper. As you can see, it has a bunch of dirt printing on him. Really awesome printing on all of these figures. Really nice helm printing. Of course, he has the shoulder armor as well as leg printing. Comes with a long rifle and the rebreather. And they need this because they're out in the desert searching for these two droids that stole the battle plans. And as you can see, really nice cloth piece as well on his shoulder pad. Really awesome minifigure. Here's a little bit better detail at the front printing, as well as the scuffed up mud printing. It's a sand, I suppose, that has just covered his armor. Leg printing, chest printing, helmet printing. Really awesome all over. As you can see, when we take the helmet off, they now have printing as well on the main stormtrooper head, which means no more just plain black or yellow or whatever is underneath. They actually have an identity now. Really awesome that they added that as well. And as you can see, there's also a lot of detailed back printing that comes on this that gets covered up by the rebreather. But really awesome minifigure. Really excited to have these. A lot of the new remakes are going to have basically the same sets, but just totally redone. This is an older set redone, and I'm really excited that they did this. So let's go ahead and go to the next minifigure. Here's the next minifigure. He's exactly the same as the previous Sand Trooper, except for that his pauldron is a different color, probably representing his rank. He has this shiny metal 1x1 brick that is supposed to represent the scene where he finds the piece of a droid, and he goes, "Hey, look, sir, droids!" Like they had no idea what they were looking for before. He also comes with the shorter blaster. Really nice minifigure. Exactly the same as the others, but I'm glad they had a different pauldron just to show a little bit of ranking difference. And here's our R2-D2. We've had the R2-D2 before, same printing. It has the completely gray dome top, and just really nice to have these. I wish they would start printing on the back of him as well, but the same old R2-D2 is still good R2-D2. And finally, but not least, of course, we got C-3PO. Really detailed printing on the front here. As you can see, there's a lot more printing underneath. A different style head. Same mold, but they added a little bit of color inside his eye sockets to represent the light that comes out when he's actually on. As you can see, compared to this older model, it looks millions times better. He has a lot more detail on the face as well as the chest area. This one has back printing. This one has back printing as well. Even more detailed, it shows his inside wires. a little bit better of a print. This one looks a little bit pixelated, while this one is pure clear. It looks really beautiful, really awesome minifigure. Probably wondering why I have his arms up. Whenever I think of C-3PO, I always think of him having his arms up, you know, screaming, "Oh no, we're all gonna die," sort of things. So that's why his arms are up. Let's go ahead and go to the speeder bike, and then we'll check out the Droid escape pod. And here's the speeder bike that you get with the set. I'm not really sure why you get a speeder bike. I don't remember there being a speeder bike. I remember being the Dewbacks. I remember Dewbacks being in there. That would have been cool if you got a Dewback in this set. But you don't. You get a little speeder bike. Here's size comparison for you to the actual speeder bikes that we see before. As you can see, it's just a slight bit shorter. Has a different bit of an angle to it. Still a really nice build. You just get your guy, your sand trooper, and you can sit him up here, driving around looking for these darn droids, because they have all these plans. And of course, if you don't find the droids, it's all your fault, because for some reason, when Death Star plans get stolen, you don't go find them yourself like Darth Vader should. He sends out a bunch of sand troopers to kind of find probably the most important thing that he could ever try to find. But really nice little piece. There's a few clips back here. I guess you could go ahead and put your guns sitting back here as well. Your rebreather kind of gets in the way. So, not really sure what the clips are for there. Still nice that they're there. Guess you could put it a little bit lower, but looks a little silly. Sitting like that. Still really nice little build. Looks pretty sleek. Now let's go ahead and get to the pod. And here's the pod. As you can see, I actually put the stickers on my set. That is because I am definitely keeping this. It is a definite keeper for me because I love Star Wars and I'm a big collector of Star Wars. Really nice little model. Looks exactly like the pod that shoots out of the Tantive. And it's pretty sturdy. As you can see, this main top piece does not come off, even though it's not clipped in at all. It just slides right on, slides right off pretty easily. Real simple inside. Not too much going on here. Some little bit of details just for the computer. You could kind of have these guys sitting in here. I guess you could sit R2 there. Have him sitting up front, controlling it, and it just slides up, and they sit in there pretty nicely. Really nice little build. Has a little piece here, as you can see, so it could sit without rolling all around like a big rolly pod in the desert. So if you want to sit it and have it sitting nicely for your display, it also has that little piece there. You just have this cracked open. These guys jump out, run through the desert, get caught, and end up in Luke Skywalker's possession. What a bit of luck that is, considering they end up finding who they need. A lot of bit of luck. Really nice little build, really nice pieces. You think it wouldn't be too sturdy, but it's actually very sturdy. It's very nicely built, very nicely put together. Really nice decals on there. Just overall, pretty nice little set. So that was just a quick little overview of all the things you get. You get a few extra pieces here on the side, another droid piece. I'm not sure who loses the droid piece. They should probably get that checked out. Really love all the minifigures. All the new printing is excellent. It's a $20 set, but it only has 137 pieces in it. Even though the cost is really high, I understand because they have a lot of new printed pieces, which probably cost quite a bit to print the legs on the Sand Troopers, as well as the torso back, the new head printing, the new helmet printing, the new C-3PO printing. Pretty much all the main pieces are newly printed. Really nice that they did that. They can always improve on their sets, and they definitely did on this one, in my opinion. And I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, so the collectability factor of this is extremely high. If you want to build a Sand Trooper army, this is definitely the way to do it. I Kind of wish it came with the dewback because it would have been a little bit movie appropriate for the remake. But still really nice little speeder. And especially for $20, it's a really nice little set. Definitely a collector's piece. So I'm definitely going to give it a high recommendation to all you collectors out there. The build was not too tough, but it was a really interesting build in that it showed different ways to keep things together rather than just the normal clipping of things. So definitely an interesting build as well. Definitely going to give this a build it. For $20, you definitely can't go wrong. Probably going to end up getting a lot more of these for myself because I want the new C-3PO, as well as a ton of really cool looking Sam Troopers with the printed faces. Really nice pieces all around. If you're a Star Wars fan, especially of the old trilogy, you cannot go wrong with this set. So this has just been a real quick review. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe because as the votes go right now, we will probably be giving this guy away at 1,000 subscribers. So if you like Star Wars sets and you want a free one, be sure to subscribe because that'll have you entered automatically for a chance to win this one for free. And people love free stuff. I like free stuff. And if I could win, I would probably win it for myself. That really wouldn't make sense. So if you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe. If you're subscribed, be sure to like, comment, tell me what you think about this set. And I will be catching you guys later. This is the Doctor, signing out.